Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is 2048! Yeah, I know, not my usual bag, right? But hey, casual games need attention too. So, I like this game. I like to do this to skip ads, and if someone's cut in one of the duller parts of a Let's Play. So like, hey, if I'm dragging, pull this up in the other tab. Mom has seen me laughing my ass off at this game, but it's really just Game Grumps in the other tab. Okay. But this is also a really neat concept, and I feel like it, people should know about it. So, the idea is that you push a direction, and all the tiles slide in that direction, and then a new one appears, either a 2 or a 4. And if you merge two of the same tile together, it makes double that. So, your goal is to do that on and on and on until you hit 2048. Sound simple? Alright. So, but eventually, of course, the space is going to get crammed. So you got to be smart about when you're merging and what you're merging and all that. The main strategy that I've been taught is to pick two directions and stick to them for the most part. For me, that's down and left right now. So I'm literally just going that's basically. You can do that almost without thinking. And then you use the third direction if it gets stuck. In my case, up. And then you treat the fourth direction like it's the nuclear button bomb. You don't use that one if you can avoid it, unless you absolutely have no other choice. And that strat isn't going to completely carry you through the game, but it will for the most part. Someone did the math. There is math behind this. Anyway, so yeah, the tricky part of this game is just knowing, deciding when to break the chain. When to leap off and decide to do something a little crazy. And you always got to keep in mind how much space you have and the likelihood that the next tile you need is going to come up and how often you can do until you gotta see. I'm starting to run up the edge here. I think I'm going to go up to get another 4. Yeah, okay. And the tendency too, when you pick two directions and just kind of rapid tap into oblivion, is that sometimes you can go too fast and wedge yourself into a corner. So you gotta be careful. There are other strats that I've seen on the net. This is just the way I've learned it, and it's carried me pretty well. Yeah, it is tense now because people are watching me. I wouldn't care this much if I was doing it alone. But yeah, this is just a nice little tedium reducer. Get your fingers working, take your mind off present. Yeah, and the reason this is going up right now is, for one, I had always meant to put this in somewhere when I started out. I just never got the chance to. But for another, I tried to record this game called Invisible Ink, which looks really cool. But unfortunately, it seems it was too much for QuickTime Player to handle. So that them's just the breaks. I don't expect to be throwing stuff like this around too often. Hopefully I'm on the ball enough that I don't wedge myself into a corner, but darn it, I just lost. See, the blink of an eye, it was like, I don't know, I should have gone to the right at one point and tried to merge the 256s instead. Well. Yeah, hopefully my hardware never malfunctions and I'm always 100% human being. But we know that's not going to happen, so. But fortunately the net is full of games like this. And full of ideas that just need to be broadcast, so I guess this will be my fallback. There are others out there that could be good to do, like Amorphous Plus. Stuff from Newgrounds. I mean, there are some legendary things from Newgrounds. I'm sure the initiated of you know. Just recently, Markiplier did the Steal the Diamond series. Stuff like that could be fun. Yeah, just recently, that was probably like that was probably like the better part of a year ago. Oh well. Oh, I also forgot to mention, 2048 is just like the first milestone. You can actually go beyond that and theoretically well into infinity, as far as I know. Yeah. I think best I got was 4096. And then like 2 of those at one point. I never got to the next step. And there's the score up top, but I don't really keep track of that too often. Uh-oh. No. A lot of this is really kinesthetic, that's why I can just slide through it. It's similar to games. You do it often enough, and some little lizardy subconscious part grasps hold of something, and you just know it's subconscious, it's instinct, just nurtured by repetition. Luck wasn't with me there. That's okay. And there is a heavy luck component to it too, because it's either 2 or 4 and you never know which it's gonna be. Can't always expect it to just give you the one you want. Okay, well, that's the game. So, if you just need a tiny little distraction, then go ahead and hit the URL up there. It is funner than it looks. Okay, so that's that. Hope you have fun with that. So, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.